Hallelujah. thousands of self-made millionaires. These principles have been tested and proven over and over again, and they will work for you if you will take them and apply them in your own life. We are living at the greatest time in all of human history. More people are becoming wealthy today, starting from nothing, than has ever before been imagined. There are more than 7 million millionaires in America today, most of them self-made, and the number is growing by 15 to 20% each year. We even have self-made 10 millionaires, 100 millionaires, and more than 250 billionaires, most of them self-made. We've never seen this type of rapid wealth creation in all of human history. Here's the good news. Virtually everyone starts with nothing. Probably 99% of all financially successful people today started off broke or nearly broke. The average self-made millionaire has been bankrupt or close to bankrupt 3.2 times. Most of them failed over and over again before they finally found the right opportunity that they were able to leverage into financial success. And what hundreds of thousands and millions of other people have done, you can do as well. The iron law of human destiny is the law of cause and effect. This law is simple yet very powerful. It says that there is a specific effect for every cause. For every action, there is a reaction. This law says that success is not an accident. Financial success is the result of doing certain specific things, the causes, over and over again until you get the effect that you desire. Now here's the news. Nature is neutral. This means that nature, the marketplace, our society, our economy, doesn't care who you are or what you are or where you come from. The law simply says that if you do what other successful people do, you will get the results that other successful people get. And if you don't, you won't. Therefore, when you learn and apply the success secrets of self-made millionaires in your own life, you will experience results and rewards far beyond anything you have ever accomplished before. Here's an important point. Nobody is better than you, and nobody is smarter than you. Let me repeat that. Nobody is better than you, and nobody is smarter than you. Get those thoughts out of your mind. One of the primary reasons for selling yourself short, for underachievement and lack of financial success, is the conviction that people who are doing better than you are better than you. But this is simply not the case. The fact is that most self-made millionaires are average people with average educations, working at average jobs and living in average neighborhoods, in average houses, and driving average cars. But they have found out what other financially successful people do, and they have done the same things over and over again until they got the same results. It is no miracle, and it is no accident. And when you think the same way and do the same things that self-made millionaires do, you begin to get the same results and rewards that they do. This is the way the law of cause and effect works in your life. There are 21 secrets of success of self-made millionaires. Each of these is indispensable to your becoming financially independent. The absence of any one of these factors can, all by itself, undermine and even destroy your chances for health, happiness, and great prosperity. The good news is that you can learn every one of these principles by practice and repetition over and over again until they become as natural to you as breathing in and breathing out. Just as you have learned to ride a bicycle or drive a car, you can learn the secrets of success of self-made millionaires and apply them in your own life. There are no limits except the limits you place on yourself. Now, let us begin. The first secret of self-made millionaires is simple. Dream big dreams. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to imagine and fantasize about the kind of life you would like to live and the kind of money you would like to earn and have in your bank account. All great men and women begin with a dream of something wonderful and different from what they have today. You know the song that says, "You have to have a dream if you want to make a dream come true." Imagine for a moment that you have no limitations on what you can be, have, or do in life. Just for the moment, imagine that you have all the time, all the money, all the education, all the experience, all the friends, all the contacts, all the resources, and everything you need to achieve anything you really want in life. If your potential was completely unlimited, what kind of a life would you want to create for yourself and your family? Practice what is called back from the future thinking. This is a powerful technique used regularly by high-performing men and women in every field. This method has an amazing effect on the way you think and on what you do. Here's how it works. You project yourself forward 5 years in your mind's eye. Imagine that 5 years have passed and that your life is now perfect in every respect. What does it look like? What are you doing? Where are you working? How much money are you earning? How much do you have in the bank? What kind of a lifestyle would you have if your life was perfect in every respect? Create a vision for yourself for the long-term future. The more clear you can make your vision of health, happiness, and prosperity, the faster you move toward it and the faster it moves toward you. When you create a clear mental picture of where you are going in life, you become more positive, more motivated, and more determined to make it a reality. You trigger your natural creativity and you start to come up with idea after idea to help make your vision come true. You always tend to move in the direction of your dominant dreams, images, and visions. The very act of allowing yourself to dream big dreams actually raises your self-esteem and causes you to like and respect yourself even more. Dreaming big dreams improves your self-concept and increases your level of self-confidence. Dreaming increases your personal level of self-respect and personal happiness. There is something about dreams and visions of the future that is exciting and that stimulates you to do and be better than you've ever been before. Here's a great question for you to ask and answer over and over again. Here it is. What one thing would you dare to dream if you knew you could not fail? If you were absolutely guaranteed of success in any one thing in life, large or small, short-term or long-term, were to dream if you knew you could not fail. Whatever it is, write it down and begin imagining that you have achieved this one great goal already. Then, look back to where you are today. What would you have done to get to where you want to go? What steps would you have taken? What would you have changed in your life? What would you have gotten into or gotten out of? Who would you be with? Who would you no longer be with? If your life was perfect in every respect, what would it look like? Whatever it is that you would do differently if you had no limitations, take the first step today. Dreaming big dreams is the starting point of achieving your goal of financial independence. The number one reason that people never succeed financially is because it never occurs to them that they can do it. They never dream. As a result, they never try. They never get started. They continue to go around in financial circles, spending everything they earn and a little bit more besides. But when you begin to dream big dreams about financial success, you begin to change the way you see yourself and your life. You begin to do different things bit by bit, gradually, until the whole direction of your life changes for the better. Dreaming big dreams is the starting point of financial success and becoming a self-made millionaire. Success secret number 2. Develop a clear sense of direction. This is where you take your dreams out of the air and you crystallize them into clear, specific, written goals. Perhaps the greatest discovery in human history is this: you become what you think about most of the time. The 2 factors that determine what happens to you in life more than anything else are what you think about and how you think about it most of the time. Successful people think about their goals most of the time. As a result, they are continually moving toward their goals, and their goals are moving toward them. Whatever you think about most of the time grows and increases in your life. If you're thinking and talking and visualizing your goals, you tend to accomplish far, far more than the average person who is usually thinking and talking about their worries and problems most of the time. Here's an exercise for you. Take a sheet of paper and write the word goals at the top with today's date. Then, make a list of 10 goals that you would like to achieve over the next 12 months. Write your goals in the present tense, as though a year has passed and you have already achieved them. Begin each goal with the word I to make it personal to you. For example, you would write, I earn, I have, I drive, I weigh, and so on. By making out a list of 10 goals for yourself for the next year, you will have moved yourself into the top 3% of adults in our society. The sad fact is that 97% of adults have never made a list of goals in their entire lives. Once you have your list of 10 goals, go back over the list and ask this key question. Which one goal on this list, if I were to achieve it right now, would have the greatest positive impact on my life? Whatever your answer to that question, circle that goal and make that your number 1 most important goal for the future. Set a deadline, make a plan, take action on your plan, and then do something every day that moves you toward your goal. From now on, think and talk about that goal all the time. Think and talk about how you can achieve that goal. Think and talk about all the different things that you can do to make that goal a reality. This powerful exercise will stimulate your creativity, increase your energy, and unlock your potential for goal achievement. Success secret number 3. See yourself as self-employed. Accept complete 100% responsibility for everything you are and everything you will ever be. Refuse to make excuses or to blame other people for your problems or shortcomings. Stop complaining about things in your life that you're not happy about. Refuse to criticize other people for anything. You are responsible. If there's something in your life that you don't like, it's up to you to do something about it. But you are in charge. The top 3% of Americans see themselves as self-employed, no matter who signs their paycheck. The biggest mistake you can ever make is to ever think that you work for anyone else other than yourself. You are always self-employed. You are always the president of your own personal services corporation, no matter where you might be working at the moment. When you see yourself as self-employed, you develop the entrepreneur mentality, the mentality of the highly independent, self-responsible, self-starting individual. Instead of waiting for things to happen, you make things happen. You see yourself as the boss of your own life. You see yourself as completely in charge of your physical health, your financial well-being, your career, your relationships, your home, your car, and every element of your existence. This is the mindset of the truly excellent person. Self-responsible people are intensely result-oriented. They take high levels of initiative. They volunteer for assignments, and they're always asking for more responsibility. As a result, they become the most valuable and respected people in their organizations. They continually prepare themselves for positions of higher authority and responsibility in the future. And you should do the same. Here's a question for you. If you were president for a day in your company or were completely responsible for results where you work, what one change would you enact immediately? Whatever it is, write it down, make a plan, and begin on it today. This decision alone could change your life. Success secret number 4. Do what you love to do. This is one of the great secrets of financial success. This is also one of your primary responsibilities in life. It's to find out what you really enjoy doing, what you have a natural talent for, and then to throw your whole heart into doing that very, very well. Self-made millionaires are those who have found a field where their natural strengths and abilities are exactly what is required to do the job and achieve the results desired. Most self-made millionaires say that they never worked a day in their life. You must find a field in which you can be totally absorbed, a job or area of endeavor that completely fascinates you, that holds your attention, that is a natural expression of your special talents and abilities. When you are doing what you love to do, you seem to have a continuous flow of excitement, energy, and ideas to do what you do even better. Here are 2 questions for you. Number 1, if you won $1 million tax-free tomorrow, would you continue to do what you are currently doing? And number 2 is, would you stay at your current job? These are great questions. They simply ask you what you would do differently if you had all the time and money you needed and you were free to choose your occupation. Self-made millionaires, if they won $1 million in cash, would continue doing what they are doing. They would only do it differently or better or somewhere else. But they love their work so much that they wouldn't even think of leaving it or retiring. Perhaps the greatest responsibility of adult life, when you are surrounded by so many different choices of occupation and activity, is for you to find out what it is that you really love doing and then to dedicate yourself to that field. And no one else can do it for you. Success secret number 5. Commit to excellence. Resolve today to be the very best at what you do. Set a goal for yourself to join the top 10% in your field, whatever it is. This decision to become very, very good at what you do can be the turning point in your life. There are no successful people who are not recognized as being extremely competent in their chosen fields. Remember, no one is better than you, and no one is smarter than you. And everyone who is at the top 10% today started off in the bottom 10%. Everyone who is doing well was once doing poorly. Everyone who is leading their field was at one time in another field altogether. And what someone else has done, you can do as well. Here's a great rule for success. Your life only gets better when you get better. And since there's no limit on how much better you can become, there is no limit to how much better you can make your life. Your decision to become excellent at what you do, to join the top 10% in your field, can be the turning point in your life. It can be the key to great success. This decision is also the foundation of high levels of self-esteem, self-respect, and personal pride. When you are really good at what you do, you feel wonderful about yourself. The quality of your work affects your entire personality and all your relationships with other people. You feel terrific when you know that you are at the top of your field. Here is one of the most important questions you will ever ask and answer for the rest of your career. What one skill if you developed and did it in an excellent fashion, would have the greatest positive impact on your life. You see, you can't become good at everything overnight, but you can identify the one skill that can help you the most right now, and then throw your whole heart into developing that skill. Set it as a goal. Write it down. Set a deadline. Make a plan, and work on becoming better in that area every single day. You will be absolutely amazed at the difference this commitment to excellence will make in your life. This alone can make you a self-made millionaire in the course of your career. Success secret number 6. Develop a workaholic mentality. All self-made millionaires work hard, hard, hard. They start earlier, they work harder, and they stay later. They develop a reputation for being amongst the hardest working people in their fields, and everybody knows it. Practice the 40-plus formula. This formula says that you work 40 hours per week for survival. Everything over 40 hours is for success. If you only work 40 hours, and the average work week today is closer to 35 hours, all you will ever do is survive. You'll never get ahead. You'll never be a big financial success. You'll never be highly respected and esteemed by your colleagues. You will always be mediocre if you just work the basic 40-hour week. But every hour over 40 is an investment in your future. In fact, you can tell where you're going to be in 5 years by looking at how many hours over 40 you put in every week. The average self-made millionaire in America today works 59 hours per week, and some of them work 70 and 80 hours per week. The average self-made millionaire in America works 6 days per week rather than 5, and works longer days as well. If you want to call a self-made millionaire, phone the office before normal working hours and after normal working hours. The self-made millionaire is usually there when the staff arrives and is still there working when they leave. And here's the key. Work all the time you work. When you work, don't waste time. When you get in early, put your head down and get started immediately. When people want to talk to you, you excuse yourself and say, "I have to get back to work." Don't drop off your dry cleaning, phone your friends, socialize with your co-workers, or read the newspaper. Work all the time you work. Resolve today to develop the reputation for being the hardest working person in your company. This will bring you to the attention of people who can help you faster than almost anything else you can do. Success secret number 7. Dedicate yourself to lifelong learning. The fact is that you have more brains, more ability, and more intelligence than you could ever use if you were to work on developing yourself for the rest of your life. You are far smarter than you can ever imagine. There is no obstacle that you cannot overcome, no problem that you cannot solve, and no goal that you cannot achieve by applying your mind to your situation. But your mind is like a muscle. It only develops with use. Just as you have to strain your physical muscles to build them, you have to work your mental muscles to build your mind as well. The good news is that the more you learn, the more you can learn. Just like the more you play a sport, the better you get at the sport. The more you dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, the easier and faster it is for you to learn even more. Leaders are learners. Continuous learning is the key to the 21st century. Lifelong learning is the minimum requirement for success in your field or in any field. Make a decision today that you are going to become a student of your craft and that you are going to continue learning and becoming better for the rest of your life. There are several keys to lifelong learning. The first key is that you get up and read in your field for 30 to 60 minutes each day. Reading is to the mind as exercise is to the body. When you read for an hour each day, this will translate into about 1 book per week. 1 book per week will translate into about 50 books per year. 50 books per year will translate into 500 books over the next 10 years. Since the average adult reads less than 1 book per year, when you begin reading 1 hour per day, this alone will give you an incredible edge in your field. You will become one of the smartest, most competent, and highest paid people in your profession by simply reading 1 hour each day. The second key to lifelong learning is for you to listen to audio programs, especially in your car as you drive from place to place. The average person sits in his or her car 500 to 1,000 hours per year. This is the equivalent of 12 to 24 40-hour weeks, or as much as 3 to 6 months of working time that you spend in your car. This is the equivalent of 1 to 2 full-time semesters at the university. Turn your car into a learning machine. Turn it into a university on wheels. Never let your car motor be running without an educational audio program playing. Many people have become millionaires through the miracle of audio learning. This is why audio learning is often called the greatest breakthrough in education since the invention of the printing press. A third key to lifelong learning is for you to take every course and seminar you can possibly find that can help you to be better in your field. The combination of books, audio programs, and seminars will enable you to save hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars and many years of hard work in achieving the same level of financial success. Many people have actually become millionaires as the result of a single book, a single audio program, or a single seminar. Make a decision today to become a lifelong learner. You will be amazed at the effect that it has on your career. Success secret number 8. Pay yourself first. Save and invest 10% of your income throughout your working life. Take 10% of your income off the top of your paycheck each time you receive it and put it away into a special account for financial accumulation. If you just saved $100 per month throughout your working lifetime and you invested that money in an average mutual fund that grew at 10% per annum, you would accumulate a fortune of more than $1 million by the time you retired. What this means is that anyone, even a minimum wage earner, if they start early enough and save long enough, can become a millionaire in the course of time. It was once said that if you cannot save money, then the seeds of greatness are not in you. Developing the lifelong habit of saving and investing your money is not easy. It requires tremendous determination and willpower. You have to set it as a goal, write it down, make a plan, and work on it all the time. But once it locks in and becomes automatic, your financial success is virtually guaranteed. Practice frugality, frugality, frugality in all things. Be very careful with every penny. Question every expenditure. Delay or defer every important buying decision for at least a week, if not a month. The longer you put off making a buying decision, the better will be your decision and the better price you will get at that time. The major reason that people retire poor is because of impulse purchases. They see something and they buy it with very little thought. They become victims of what is called Parkinson's law. This law says that expenses rise to meet income. No matter how much you earn, you spend that much and a little bit more besides. You never get ahead and you never get out of debt if you fall prey to Parkinson's law. But this is not for you. If you cannot save 10% of your income, start today by saving 1% of your income in a special savings and investment account. Put it away at the beginning of each month, even before you begin paying down your debts. Learn to live on the other 99% of your income. As you become comfortable living on 99% of your income, raise your savings level to 2% of your income, then 3% and 4% and so on. Within 1 year, you'll find yourself saving 10% and maybe even 15% or 20% of your income and living comfortably on the balance. At the same time, your savings and investment account will start to grow. You will become more careful about your expenditures, and you'll start paying off your debts. Within a year or two, your entire financial life will be under your control, and you'll be on your way to becoming a self-made millionaire. This process has worked for everyone who has ever tried it, and it will work for you. Success secret number 9. Learn every detail of your business. The market only pays excellent rewards for excellent performance. It pays average rewards for average performance, and below average rewards, failure, and frustration for below average performance. Your job is to become an expert in your chosen field by learning every single detail about how to do it better and better. Read all the magazines in your field. Read and study the latest books. Attend the courses and seminars given by experts in your field. Join your industry or trade association. Attend every meeting and get involved with the other top people in your field. The law of integrative complexity says that the individual who can integrate and use the greatest amount of information in any field soon rises to the top of that field. For example, if you're in sales, you should become an aggressive, lifelong student of the selling process. The top 20% of salespeople earn, on average, 16 times the income of the average of the bottom 80% of salespeople. The top 10% of salespeople earn even more. If you're in management, resolve to become an outstanding professional manager. If you're starting and building your own business, study entrepreneurial tactics and strategies and apply new ideas every single day. Set a goal for yourself to become the very best in your business or profession. One small detail, one small insight or idea can be the turning point in your career. Never stop looking for it. Success secret number 10. Dedicate yourself to serving others. Your rewards in life will always be in direct proportion to your service to other people. All self-made millionaires have an obsession with customer service. They think about their customers all the time. They're continually looking for new and better ways to serve their customers better than anyone else. Keep asking yourself these questions. What do my customers really want? What do my customers really need? What do my customers consider value? What is it that I can give my customers better than anyone else? Why is it that my customers are buying from my competitors? And what would I have to offer them to get them to buy from me instead? Here is one of the most important rules for success. It says, your success in life will be in direct proportion to what you do after you do what you are expected to do. Always look for opportunities to do more than you are paid for. Always go the extra mile for your customers. Remember, there are never any traffic jams on the extra mile. Here is the question that you need to ask and answer every single day. What can I do to increase the value of my services to my customers today. Continually look for ways to add value to what you do and to the people who depend on you every single day. One small improvement in the way you serve your customers can be a major reason for your financial success. Never stop looking for those little ways to serve your customers better. Success secret number 11. Be impeccably honest with yourself and others. Perhaps the most valued and respected quality you can develop is a reputation for absolute integrity. Be perfectly honest in everything you do and in every transaction and activity. Never compromise your integrity for anything. Remember that your word is your bond, and your honor is everything when it comes to business. All successful business is based on trust. Your success in becoming a self-made millionaire will be solely determined by the number of people who trust you and who are willing to work for you, give you credit, lend you money, buy your products and services, and help you out during the difficult times. Your character is the most important thing that you develop in your entire life, and your character is based on your reputation for integrity. The first part of integrity is to be true to yourself in all things. Be true to the very best that is in you. Being true to yourself means doing what you do in an excellent fashion. Integrity is demonstrated internally by personal honesty and externally by quality work. Then, be true to the other people in your life. Live in truth with everyone. Never do or say anything that you do not believe to be right and good and honest. Refuse to compromise your integrity for anything. Always live up to the very best that you know. Here is a question for you to ask and answer on a regular basis. What kind of a world would my world be if everyone in it was just like me? This question forces you to set high standards for yourself and keep raising the bar. Act as though your every word and action were to become a universal law. Carry yourself as though everyone were watching you and patterning their behavior after yours. And, when in doubt, always do the right thing, whatever it is and whatever it costs. Success secret number 12. Set priorities on your activities and concentrate single-mindedly on one thing at a time. This is the key formula for high levels of productivity and performance and for becoming a self-made millionaire. By setting priorities and concentrating, you can accomplish virtually anything you want in life. This simple strategy has been the primary reason for high income, wealth creation, and financial independence for thousands and even millions of people. Your ability to determine your highest priority and then to work on that high priority until it is completed is the primary test and measure of willpower, self-discipline, and personal character. It's the hardest thing to do, but also the most important thing if you want to be a big success. Here's the formula for high productivity. Begin by making a list of everything you have to do before you begin. Set priorities on your list by asking yourself these 4 questions over and over. Question number 1 is, what are my highest value activities? What is it that you do that is more valuable than anything else to your work and to your business? Question number 2 is, why am I on the payroll? What exactly have you been hired to accomplish? Focus on results, not activities. Question number 3 is this. What can I and only I do that if done well will make a real difference. This is something that only you can do. If you